everyone, it is Shell. We are a little bit more than 2 weeks into our end of year stash busting challenge, and one of the things I really wanted to do as part of this was to go through all of my magazine clippings and cutouts and create some journals for the new year to work in. Because if I just throw things in this box will get full and I won't have any idea what I have. So I've set up a couple of binders and a couple of composition books to use as glue books and kind of just catch-all journals. So I thought I would show you what I have so far. So the first thing I wanted to work on was prepping a new glue book. I've already finished mine for this year, so I'm ready for next year's. And what I decided to do this year is a little bit different. I wanted to split everything up into different months because a lot of times I get seasonal stuff, I don't really have a place to put it, don't want to stick it in this big scary box. So I thought, you know, if I split it up by month, I can make sure each month has an equal amount of pages and I can put different seasonal stuff in. So for example, February, I can put in that groundhog picture or some Valentine's Day stuff. Let's see here, April, I have some stuff for spring and cleaning, some different Easter stuff. My dog's birthday is in April, so now she gets a whole page. And so I just did this for each month, just throwing in, you know, if I had anything, but I still have lots of blank empty spaces to work in. And I don't think I'm going to work in this like on a weekly basis, like, oh, okay, this week, this is what I'm throwing in. I more so just wanted a place to be able to put different things. So for example, in June, you know, it's summer. Well, one of my favorite things is picking raspberries. And when I was a kid, I would make pies with my grandma. So I wanted to use this picture somewhere, and now I have a place for it. Crazy, I know. But so I did that for each month, you know. July, I have all this picnic food. I'm not making a picnic journal, but it makes an awesome glue book spread. So what I decided to do is just kind of take anything I have and throw it in the right month, because most magazines I cut up, they all have, you know, different seasonal themes and stuff. And I still have to go through more of this, but it's very exciting because I think all of my little seasonal things or things that I think of for each month now has a place to go. So I'm really excited for that glue book. Now in this glue book, I did not do much for October or December. And that's because I love Halloween and I love Christmas, so they get their own glue books. And I actually have a whole container of different stuff that I could put in each of these that I haven't gotten around to yet. So the Halloween one will probably go on hold since we're past Halloween. But I did start this with the things that I did have and just threw it in wherever, you know. There's really no rhyme or reason to this one too much. But I thought it was just a fun way to like, okay, all my Halloween stuff again, instead of throwing it in here or to join the bin of all the other stuff, it now has a home. Christmas is the same thing. And I am already getting a ton of Christmas junk mail. This came in my junk mail the other day. So I've just been throwing all that in here as I get it. I have some stuff, we got, you know, different catalogs and things. I've put that in here to paste into here. So this one I definitely will be working on a lot this Christmas, but I don't think I'm going to fill up the whole thing in one Christmas, and that's fine. I think it will be nice to have a book just for different Christmas stuff. So I've already put some different things that I have in here, and I'll probably just, you know, keep adding to it as we go. So, but it's just some fun stuff there. So those are my composition books. Now, I thought I was going to make more composition books, but then I realized there's stuff I want that's bigger than this size. I just lost a train. Look at this train. Isn't that cute? He's so cute. He's going to have to go in a pocket. All right. So, enter the 3-ring binders. I forgot how much I love 3-ring binders as a journal, because even though they're kind of big and unwieldy, you can put anything in them. You can put book pages, you can put these pocket pages in there. I actually filled up a page protector just of whatever clippings I had related to stuff. This is my garden journal, by the way. And I just love it. I made some magazine pocket pages to kind of hold stuff out of my junk mail and different magazines. Like, I love this. This is so much fun to work in. And I can save even like articles. Like this one was all about what plants are safe for pets. And that's like stuff that's useful. So I didn't want to just like cut everything apart. I wanted the whole article to sort of reference later. So this is just the garden one. And I probably will do this, a flip through of this in more detail. But I just took different stuff and put it in here, punched holes in it. If it was too small, I just stuck it to a page of junk mail or another article. So this is going to be so fun. And I have some blank pages in here, put together some more magazine pages about interesting stuff. I've even made little pages that are ready to be glued onto out of old junk mail. So I'm so excited by this little journal. So yeah, that's the garden journal. That one is fun. And I made more. So let me show you those. This is my collage binder, and this one I decided to make specifically just for collages because I've been wanting to do some really big spreads that are bigger than, you know, like your 5x8 journal or 6x9 journal. And I thought, you know, I have this 3-ring binder, and a lot of times when I'm making art, like I don't know if I want to really be working in a book, so this way I can make a collage and just throw it in. So I have a section for mood boards. I made some color pages already. I have pockets in here for putting stuff in. So I've got some color, different things going there. So these are super fun. And again, it's a great way to use up these scraps. So for example, let's say I'm running through here, I'm like, oh look, this is kind of purple, and I can throw that in there. So again, super awesome. My stuff now has a place to go, and it's gonna make me make stuff. So I have that. I've used some scrap paper of things I've just printed out. These are ready to glue on whenever I need to. I also have some older collages that I've made that I stuck in here. I basically just glued like a little thing along the end on the back so that I can punch it in. A couple others here. So I just have some stuff, like here's an old art jelly print I did. I threw some stuff on it. We can put pockets in it. We can do flip outs. We can have sad looking mermaids that I drew badly, and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So this is a really fun one. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more collage, I think, because it's just fun. It's easy. I have some blank sheets of paper in here, more pockets, more of my junk mail magazine pages that are ready to glue anything onto, and some folders and just all kinds of stuff. And again, I've also put in a sheet that has clippings that I want to use. Some fashion, designing clothes, I don't know, there's just cool stuff in here. So this will be a fun one because again, I can just say, okay, I'm gonna make a collage like as fast as I can, and I will make one. And it can go in here. The next two I haven't really done much with, but I've dedicated binders for them. So this one is cooking and food. I do have a bin of cooking and food stuff, and something I've also been doing is, you know, when you're clipping out magazines, there's some good recipes in there. So I've been putting out all those magazines. Some of them I've put on paper, some of them I've just cut out the whole recipe, and just different things like that. And I think this is going to be a super fun junk journal. Look, recipe cards, all kinds of fun stuff. And I have a lot of kitchen ephemera and a lot of stuff to add to this, and I just think it's going to be such a fun book. So I've got like magazine pages and different stuff like that. This is not one I'm going to work on right away because my kitchen stuff is kind of in its own container world right now. But when I want to, or I'm cutting up stuff, I have a place to put it instead of the big scary box. Another journal that I've been wanting to do is an A to Z dictionary journal, so kind of like alphabetical order. So this one I haven't really done a lot with to, you know, prepare it or put anything in it. But I've basically taken some pages, any letters that I have, they now have a home. I did a couple, I had all these cat pictures. I'm like, what am I gonna do with all these cat pictures? Well, now I have a spot for them and a really cute little cat glue page. And I did the same thing with the doggies. And I really actually thought I had way more cat and dog stuff. It wasn't until I really glued it down that I realized, oh, there's not as much there as I thought. So I just have some pictures of stuff I've cut from magazines. I made these folders out of birds in a bird magazine. So these are really cool. Like, it's junk mail at the base, and then I covered up with pretty things. So I have this in the dictionary because it's a hummingbird. So there's letter H. I have mole. I have, you know, like a flashcard for M and N. This is one I haven't really worked on to put together or really prepare much. But again, I like knowing I have a journal where stuff can go instead of going in the box. Anyway, that is what I'm doing. I'm super excited. I can finally stop having containers of cutouts because if I have a book to put them in, I have no excuse to put it in a container. And in the process, we can make cool art, and that is really what it's all about. So anyway, that is what we're working on. I'm gonna have some videos on collage coming up soon because this journal looks super fun to make. And I also have, for our next video that I'm gonna do, give you a little sneak preview, we are going to make a Thanksgiving journal because I had enough Thanksgiving stuff. I've already got my washi tape ready to go. And I like to do little project boxes like this when I know that I'm going to do something soon with specific things. So I kind of threw in all my Thanksgiving stuff. And if you remember, there's my turkey from our magazine reads video that we did. And I am going to put all of that fun stuff into one of my trifold junk mail journals. And I think it's just going to be a really cute little quick Thanksgiving type of journal. So yes, that's my next video. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe and all that good stuff. And of course, I'd love to see you in our Facebook group and also on our website, artjournalist.com. See you soon.